Hi, I'm Mark, and I collect things. Sometimes I haven't played things, and today we're going to review a 2-box break of Marvel Masterpieces 2022. Back in December, I had created a holiday calendar by opening 2 boxes of Marvel Masterpieces 2022, shuffling them up, and putting them on a homemade trading card pack holiday calendar. Over the course of 24 days, I published a short-form video of opening 1 pack a day of Marvel Masterpieces 2022. In this video, we'll cover all of the cards that I pulled, and maybe go over my strategy for when the set comes to e-pack and how I'm going to collect the rest of the set. Each hobby box contains 12 packs, 3 cards per pack, and I'd mixed up all the packs so I don't know exactly which cards came out of which box. Starting off with the base cards, I got 20 total base cards across 2 boxes, so 10 per box. For Tier 1 base cards, I pulled 12 of these, 6 per box. These Tier 1 base cards are serial numbered out of 1,999 here on the lower right. You can see this one is 563 out of 1999. First up is Domino, and this is the only base card that I did get a duplicate of. After that is Gambit. This card is super cool. There's the hand of a sentinel behind him, and this is part of a 3-panel triptych. Iceman and Archangel are the other 2 cards of the triptych. Here's a Havoc base that I pulled. This card is super cool. I love the effects. Almost looks like the card is actually illuminated. Very cool. Next up is Kraven the Hunter, who's also on the top of my gold signature stack next to the base stack. Great looking card. I've been thinking about Kraven a lot lately because I've been playing Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation. It was a fantastic game. Have not quite completed it yet, but I'm pretty close to the end, I think. I think I'm going to go ahead and go for the Platinum Trophy on that one. Here's the base long shot card. This is also part of a triptych, including Mojo and Dazzler. Did not pull a Dazzler card, but Mojo is going to make plenty of appearances during this video. Next Tier 1 base card I got is Squirrel Girl. She's jumping and running here with an army of squirrels at her side. After that, a base Man-Thing. Then still for Tier 1 base cards, Multiple Man. After that, a base Namor card. This is a great looking card. I really like his pose here. Almost not quite sure if he's being a hero here or maybe being a villain and going against the humans. After that, a Tier 1 base of X-23. You can see that there has been a recent battle based on the damage on the wall, and the guy slumped up against it there. Then one last Tier 1 base card of Mojo. This goes next to the long shot card, and then Dazzler would go here on the right. Alright, for Tier 2 base cards, I pulled 6 total, 3 in each box. These are numbered out of 1499, so this Jean Grey is 268 out of 1499. This is one of my favorite cards of the set. You can see Jean Grey here kind of effortlessly lifting up all of these police vehicles. After that, an Archangel, part of that triptych with Gambit and then Iceman. And it seems like he has actually decapitated the Sentinel. Following that, a Tier 2 base of Winter Soldier. Then a surprising inclusion of Dupe here in the Marvel Masterpieces 2022 set. Then an Omega Red. This is a great looking card. And one more Tier 2 base card of Taskmaster. You can see that he's mimicking Captain America there. Alright, for Tier 3 cards, I pulled 2 total, probably 1 from each box. These are numbered out of 999. Here's the Beast card. We'll take a look at the number on the back. This is 103 out of 999. The other Tier 3 I got is Ant-Man. Great artwork, but I do have to point out kind of a strange design thing on this card. On a lot of the cards, the foreground obscures either the left or the right kind of squiggly flourish and foil here. On the Ant-Man card, the bullet almost completely obscures the right flourish, except for this little tiny dot of foil in the upper right. I see the same thing on the gold signature card. It almost makes it look like the card is damaged. Here on the Taskmaster, you can see that this kind of foreground mask works a little better. The foil squiggle kind of disappears behind Taskmaster there on the right. And also here on the left. I'm not quite sure why for Ant-Man they obscured the entire squiggle except for this little tiny dot. Seems like they should have just gotten rid of it if they're going to obscure that much of it. Alright, for gold signatures, I also pulled 20 of these, 10 per box. These are not serial numbered, it just says gold signature series here on the bottom, but they do fall in kind of similar ratios to the base cards. It's more difficult to find the Tier 2, Tier 3, and Tier 4 of them. So this is a Tier 1 Kraven, and I did pull a lot of duplicates of the gold signatures, unfortunately. Next up is Kitty Pryde. This is one of my favorite cards of the set. This is a beautiful painting. I love how she's coming through that blue wall, looks very cool. She's got Lockheed there with her. Did pull 2 of these as well. Then Blink, this one is also very good, and she is just going crazy with her powers. Very cool card. Again, got a duplicate of this one as well. Pretty unfortunate to have such bad collation when you're paying so much money for these hobby boxes. Then a Magic, this is another one of my favorite cards. This card is fantastic. I love that she's coming through the portal there and got a space background, very cool. This was yet another character that I pulled 2 of the same gold signature of. Here's a gold signature of Squirrel Girl. And again, pulled 2 of this one as well. Ton of duplicates for the gold signatures. That was quite a bummer. Then the Man-Thing gold signature. X23. I also pulled a lot of the same characters that I got the base cards for. I would have liked to have seen greater variety of characters. Pulled 2 of the X23. And a Blade gold signature. Super cool card. The reflection in the puddle down there is very good. And got to kind of wonder if that is water or something else down there. Next up is a Shuri card. This is a beautiful card. I love the color palette, the background and the cape. It looks really good. After that, I've got a Black Cat gold signature card. This is, of course, the artwork on the hobby box. The artwork on the card is oriented with her head up, but in reality, she is actually dangling from a rope, trying to avoid all of those lasers. We've got a Vision gold signature. An Ultron. I love this kind of foundry setting that he's in. Then a Cyclops. This is a tier 3, I believe. I did get 2 tier 3 gold signatures, probably 1 per box. Cyclops has melted his way straight through this metal wall. Very cool. Gives you a sense of just how powerful his eye lasers are. Then finally, a gold signature Ant-Man, pretty similar to the base card. And once again, there's just this little speck of gold foil here in the top right. I don't know why they didn't just completely get rid of that squiggle, or even just include the full squiggle flourish on all of the cards. Alright, next up are the variant cover parallels. I pulled 12 total, probably 6 per box. These are some of my favorite cards of the set. I absolutely love the comic book cover trade dress along with the artwork. It makes for some super cool cards. This is the Elektra. This is a tier 1. The variant covers are lower numbered than their equivalent base tiers. Tier 1 are numbered out of 1,499, so this is 1157 out of 1499. I pulled 6 total of these tier 1 variants. Here's the Jubilee, another great looking card. This is another card where it looks like the powers are actually illuminated on the card. Next up is Dagger. This is a beautiful card. I wish I had pulled the cloak to go along with it. Next up, a Blink variant cover card. And I'm a huge sucker for this style of trade dress of X-Men comics. I love this era of the X-Men comics. And it looks great with Blink here. A couple more tier 1 variant covers. Squirrel Girl, New Avengers trade dress. Then a Multiple Man, X-Factor #1 trade dress for that variant cover. Alright, the tier 2 variant covers are numbered out of 999. So this Dr. Octopus is 195 out of 999. This one is really cool. I love the speech bubbles on it. They've done some really cool things with these variant covers. I've been kind of critical of some of the silver foil flourish that gets obscured by the foreground on the base cards, but they knocked it out of the park with these variant covers in my opinion. Another tier 2 of Gamora. Tier 2 of Ultron. This one looks great. Again, I love the speech bubble. Die, Avengers Die there on the cover. The trade dress colors go really well with the background of this card. Another tier 2 of Star-Lord. Then I got a couple tier 3 variant covers, most likely 1 per box. These are numbered out of 399. I think this is different than previous Marvel Masterpieces sets. I'm pretty sure the tier 3 What If and variant covers were out of 499, but here they're out of 399. And then the tier 4s are out of 50. Did not pull any of those. So the Quicksilver. Then I also pulled the Red Skull tier 3 variant cover. The cool Captain America trade dress there. Alright, up next are the inserts. I got 4 preliminary art cards. You do get 2 of these per box. Got a Multiple Man, Namor, Taskmaster. This one is awesome. It's super cool. Basically 2 characters on one card with the Captain America image there in the background. Then a Luke Cage. I think these preliminary art cards are very underrated for all the sets that they appear in. I think they started in Marvel Masterpieces 2018. 2016 did not have the preliminary art cards. You get to see some of the early process of making this type of artwork. And then on the back of these, you get a message from the artist Dan dos Santos. This is super cool. I love that there's some text here on the back. It adds a lot to the set. I've got the full set of the 2020 preliminary arts, including the tier 4s. I do intend to go ahead and collect all these 2022 preliminary art cards, especially since you get such neat text on the back of the card. Also got 4 holo foil cards. You do get 2 of these per box. I just got the regular version, kind of the base version. These are not serial numbered. There are numbered parallels of these. I got Hope Summers, Ant-Man, Wilson Fisk, and Daredevil. You know, by the way, I'm very excited about the upcoming Echo TV series. I hope it's good. And I did notice on my holofoils, I did get fairly decent centering on these, especially relative to the other box openings I've seen. It's not perfect on these cards, but it's far better than a lot of the other ones I've seen. I think in particular, this Daredevil and this Hope Summers looks pretty good, both left to right and up and down. Got 2 Battle Spectrum inserts, 1 per box. These used to be called Battle Spectra. I'm not sure why they changed the name to Spectrum. Prefer the older name Spectra. Got Hela versus Thor. And then Daredevil versus Elektra. These are both just kind of the base versions. They're not numbered or anything, but there are Battle Spectrum gems that are numbered. And the parallels have a foiling similar to Precious Metal gems. I got 2 Canvas High Series cards. You do get 1 of these per box. Again, these are the base ones. There are Canvas Gallery parallels of these with foiling around the edge. Kind of looks like a frame. There's the Magneto and the Hulk. These do have a canvas texture applied to the surface of the card. You can see there. And for foil parallels, I got 2 purples, 1 of Electro. The purples are numbered out of 199. Got a purple of Longshot. And then a Mojo, so you can see how these 2 cards fit together. Dagger would go here on the right. The oranges are numbered out of 99. This one's 55 out of 99. These purple and oranges are great proxies to fill in for tier 4 cards, especially if you don't want to pay the premium for those true base tier 4s. Since they're limited to 99 copies each, they can be pretty expensive, especially for the big characters. Alright, finally we'll go over the chase pulls out of the box. Most hobby boxes on average have 2 so-called box hits in them. I ended up with 5, so I kind of got a bonus chase hit. So I kind of got a bonus box hit in mine, so that's pretty cool. First up are 2 preserved in amber cards out of 50. This is MODOK, 21 out of 50, and I did get a Cable, 40 out of 50. Unfortunately, I do think these are weaker box hits. I like the clear acrylic, and I especially like the rounded corners on these cards. They look really nice, and they are thick just like the regular base cards. But I'm not a very big fan of this amber blob kind of here at the top and the bottom. Also not the biggest fan of the warped text at the top. I think the lower numbered ones do look better. These out of 50 ones are kind of duds for a box hit. These do come sleeved in the pack, and you can totally feel when there is a sleeve card in a pack. There are some other hits that should come sleeved. I think Metallurgy and Sketches may also come sleeved. So be careful if you're buying loose packs. Someone may have already searched the packs and pulled out all the ones that they think might have a hit in them. Next up is an Emerald Foil out of 25 Mysterio. This is a pretty good pull, I think. The artwork on this card is fantastic, and it's numbered out of 25, very low numbered. Number 6 out of 25, serial numbered there. And it's noted as emerald green here on the bottom. I'm pretty sure this replaced an orange in one of my boxes. I think you get an orange and a purple in most hobby boxes. And you should pull 2 colored foil cards in each hobby box. Since I got a green, I think that replaced one of my lower end foil cards and kind of was a bonus 3rd box hit. Right, next up is a monster pull, but unfortunately a pretty weak character. So I pulled a gold signature variant cover. This card is hard signed by Dan dos Santos, which is awesome. Unfortunately, it is the Mojo card, but I am glad it's the variant cover. Got the X-Men trade dress, the return of Longshot here. This is probably along the lines of a case hit. I don't know the exact odds. Numbered out of 10, so this is number 5 out of 10. It says variant cover autograph there on the back. If I'd gotten a better character, this would have been a huge pull. I definitely would like to have a Dan dos Santos signed card in my collection. I probably will go ahead and part with this one though, and then either try to purchase or trade for a character that I like a little bit more than Mojo. Great pull though, I am very lucky to have pulled an autograph. Just wish it could have been a different character. Then my last big pull out of these two boxes is actually a 1 of 1. This is a cyan printing plate of the variant cover for Medusa, and it's noted as 1 of 1 here on the back. This card also came sleeved in the pack, and since this is a lot thinner than the base cards, I could tell that there was something unusual in the pack, and I was pretty sure it was a printing plate. I mean, it did end up being one. I think if you have a thin pack that also has a sleeve card, it probably is a printing plate. I can't think of anything else that would be thin and sleeved, but I'm not completely sure about that since I've only opened 2 boxes myself. So once again, be careful about buying loose packs because they could have already been searched. If you're curious what I've been using to sleeve up and top load all of these thick cards, I'm using Cardboard Gold products, card sleeves for thick cards, and then also 100-point top loaders. This is what I've been using for all my recent thick cards like Modern Marvel Masterpieces and the Fleer Ultra sets. Overall, it was a ton of fun to finally get my hands on some of these cards, and I did get pretty lucky pulling both a variant cover autograph and a printing plate. At the time of filming, Marvel Masterpieces 2022 has yet to appear on ePack. When it does eventually come to the platform, if it's under $700, I'll consider buying another box or two, but over $700, I will probably just pass on ripping more packs and go after singles. Even though I don't plan on buying many boxes, especially if the price is high, I am greatly anticipating the release on ePack. I'm going to be looking to pick up singles on Check Out My Cards. Often on ePack, after people open up their cards and complete their achievements, they transfer their cards to checkoutmycards.com and then look to sell them to recoup the costs of buying the boxes and opening the packs. Using that approach to fill in collection holes from ComC is how I completed my 2016 and 2020 Marvel Masterpiece collections. And I'll be looking for the same kinds of opportunities with Marvel Masterpieces 2022. Let me know down in the comments at what price you think Marvel Masterpieces 2022 are going to launch on ePack. I'd like them to come in under $700, but I've got a feeling it'll probably be $750 or $800. If you've enjoyed this video and would like to see more trading card and collectible related content, I encourage you to consider liking and subscribing. That would help out my channel. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.